Some indications for using E-stim on a patient would be if they can't really fire their muscle 100%, we could use NMES to help them facilitate that muscle contraction. If they're in pain, we can use IFC or other E-stim modalities to help control and limit their pain, not only in the session but throughout the day via the release of endogenous opioids. And also, if they have any denervated muscle, we could help them not have that muscle completely atrophy and still get it to work with electrical stimulation. Some contraindications to E-stim would be if there's open wounds that aren't necessarily healing the best. Also, if there's desensitization of the skin and the area around, if there's impaired cognition, or if the patient has a pacemaker. Okay. Hi, Mr. Eldridge. My name is Joseph Brown. I'm your student physical therapist today, working under Dr. Clausen. So he's asked me to come in and do some E-stim to help you get this quad firing after your ACL surgery. As I understand, you've been having some trouble with that. The E-stim will help us get you firing that quad fully again, so we can get you back to doing what you were doing before. Okay. I do have to ask you: do you have a pacemaker? Okay, and the skin looks fine. Can you feel kind of my touch? Yeah. Okay. So when I do put these pads on, it'll kind of require me to, place them up closer to your hip as well as down here by the knee. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get started. So I'll start by placing these pads. I'll place one down here, and I'll place the other one a little further up, closer to your hand. Alright. Okay. So like I said, Mr. Eldridge, we're going to use this E-stim on your quad to help you really flex that quad 100%. So when I do have the machine on, when it's firing, I want you to fire with it. Okay, and I'll kind of give you some cues to help you with that, okay? So we'll start by turning the machine on. Okay, I'll put it on biphasic. Normally I'd have it for 10 seconds on, 50 seconds off, but for the sake of this video and your time with your kids, Dr. Clausen, I'll put it on 10 seconds on, 10 seconds off. I'll up the ramp up time to 2 seconds. Time I'm gonna put up to 24 minutes per ACL protocol. It calls for 24 10-second contractions. The frequency or rate, I'll up to 100 pulses per second. And then the pulse width, I'll put at 220, okay? All right, now I'll hit start, Mr. Eldridge, so I want you to let me know when you start feeling a tingle, okay?
Starting to feel a tingle now.
Okay. So we're gonna get us to the point where we're contracting that muscle. I want you to, it should be a strong but comfortable contraction, okay? So we should definitely see some movement in those leg muscles, which we're starting to see now. I want you to let me know when we...
It's probably good right there.
That's good right there?
Yep.
Okay, so it's going to shut off. It's going to turn back on. I want you to contract with that electric stimulation and straighten that leg. Push your knee down into my hand, into the table. Good, keep firing. And then when it relaxes, I want you to relax. Well done. So you got 10 seconds break. Normally it would be 50. When that turns on again, I want you to contract with it again. Drive that knee down into my hand, okay?
Okay.
And here we go. Good, drive 10 seconds. Good stuff, keep driving. Steady, strong contraction the whole 10 seconds.
Yep.
And then relax. Well done. Okay, so that was 24 minutes. So now I'm gonna remove these and I'll check the skin for any burns or redness in the area. And we look good. So thanks, Mr. Eldridge.